Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a wild theory that's been lighting up the internet, the basket bomb theory. Picture this, a 4-year master plan to flip the script on Wall Street starring GameStop, a legendary investor, and a financial explosion that could change the game forever. Buckle up, because we're connecting the dots on how this could be the ultimate power play in the stock market. Let's start with the man behind it all. DFV, the guy who turned GameStop into a household name back in 2021. Word is, he's back with a vengeance. The theory says he kicked things off by grabbing 9 million GME shares, then threw a curveball by loading up on another stock, let's call it the dog stock, and dumping it months later. Why? To mess with the market makers and hedge funds who've been shorting GameStop through something called XRT, a retail ETF. By shaking up that basket, he sparked a rally in the dog stock, up 36% in 4 months. Rumor has it he might have cashed in on some sneaky long-term options without tipping off the regulators. Classic DFV, always one step ahead. Now here's where it gets juicy. XRT wasn't the only piece on the board. The theory points to Alibaba as a secret weapon shorts used to hedge their GameStop bets. But when DFV's moves forced them to cover, Alibaba shot up 55% into early 2025. Then, bam, massive failures to deliver hit both XRT and Alibaba on February 21st. Fast forward 35 days to March 28th, and those FTDs came due right as GameStop dropped 2 bombshells, a Bitcoin treasury move and a convertible note announcement. Market makers and hedgies were scrambling, and XRT's short interest spiked to a jaw-dropping 450%. That's not a glitch. That's a system on the brink. But wait, there's a wild card in this deck, Brazil. Back in 2021, after a big hedge fund implosion, 1 million put contracts popped up under Brazilian firms. If those got rolled into swaps every 2 years, they'd expire in March 2025. New Brazilian rules from 2024 might have killed their hiding spots, leaving shorts stuck with no one to pass the hot potato to. Imagine that timing. Expiration hitting just as GameStop's next move lands. It's like DFV saw the dominoes falling years ago and gave them a nudge. Speaking of that next move, let's talk April Fool's Day, 2025. GameStop closes a $1.3 billion convertible note deal. Huge news. The theory? DFV pitched it himself, maybe through a partner or an alias. Here's the kicker. Whoever bought it didn't hedge it with shorts, unlike what Wall Street expected. That left the short sellers overexposed, chasing a ghost into a trap. If GME's price hits around $70, say 130% above the note's strike, those shares could convert early, handing the buyer a massive 14% stake. That's not just a win, that's checkmate. So what's GameStop doing with all this chaos? They're sitting on a $6 billion war chest. Instead of going all in on Bitcoin, the theory says they might grab a chunk of MicroStrategy stock for leveraged exposure, keeping cash free for something bigger, a tokenized marketplace. Think digital stocks, real-world assets, maybe even video game collectibles, all on the blockchain. They could do a reverse split, move on-chain, and eventually ditch the old market entirely. No more Wall Street games, just GameStop 2.0, a new beast built from the ashes. Let's wrap this up. The basket bomb theory paints DFV as a financial wizard, rigging the system to blow up the shorts and free GameStop from decades of manipulation. From XRT to Alibaba, Brazil to blockchain, it's a story of strategy, timing, and a little rebellion. Is it all true? Who knows? But it's one hell of a tale. If it plays out, Wall Street might just hear GameStop say, "Game over." Thanks for watching, folks. Drop your thoughts below. Do you buy this theory? Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.